We are with one of my favorite composer lyricists, Richard Maltby, who wrote Closer Than Ever. What made you come up with this at this time?
At this time, or
No,
back then?
way back then.
Well, I had collected a file. People told me stories about their life that I thought were really interesting and surprising. You know, when you actually talk to people and find out what they did, they're always unexpected. They always tell you something you didn't think you were going to hear. And I put them in a file, and the file got bigger. And then over time, I started expanding them into lyrics and then into songs with David Shire. And one day, we decided to just put them together. And lo and behold, it seemed to be about something, because all of these people were like the second time around people. There are lots of shows about first love. This is like the second time. And older, wiser, no less romantic, no less full of energy and excitement, but a little wiser. And so the songs, as such, spoke to an audience in a way that I think I was very surprised about.
Now, we all have our favorite children.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite child back then?
I mean, of these songs?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, I love them all. I have to say a song called If I Sing, because David and I both are sons of band leaders, and we wrote the song to sort of honor our fathers and what we had gotten from them. Little did I know what we had actually poured into that song, but it's how much you owe to what the love of music that in our case it was music, but the love that your parents give to you. It could be on almost any subject. They fill you with so much, and you never quite realize how much you are indebted to them, usually until it's too late.
Say that eyes are the windows of the soul, but I believe that songs are.
I think they are, actually.
If you had to choose a song that describes who you are, or a series of songs that describes who you are, what would it be?
The whole show is me. When I was doing Miss Saigon, and I realized that nothing that I do was wanted by that show. My cerebral, college-educated, sense of humor wasn't appropriate. But that was when I realized basically all of these songs are about somebody who's smart and verbal, breaking through to having some kind of an emotion in the middle. That's what they're all about.
So were you out up on the roof for somebody?
I will leave that to you, but let's just say that I know what I was writing about. Don't we all want to
stalk somebody?
Don't we all want to go crazy? Wasn't it better? Yes, you learn that you're hurt, so you don't do it again, and you get hurt and everything else. But then you don't have the experience, the thrill of actually doing something ludicrous just because you're in love with somebody.
I would say I do that with life.
Well, yes, absolutely. I mean, you want to go crazy. That's the reason for this emotion.
I agree.
Yeah.
And what are you working on now?
Oh gosh, a number of shows. A show that's going to be done at the Old Globe, we hope, in a year, and a show that we did.
Madam Spot?
It's a show called Take Flight that we have done before in a variety of different places, and it's a different version. And we're going to be doing a show that we did in Toronto called Suzatska. We're going to do that again.
Where's that going?
Year. Well, I'm not sure. I mean, actually, I am sure, but it can't be announced yet.
And what project would you like to take on that you haven't had a chance to take on yet?
Oh, dear. Well, I am working on an adaptation of The Country Wife, the William Wycherley restoration comedy. And we did a reading of it at the Red Bull Theater, which is another terrific theater like Abingdon. It's just a great theater that they focus on the classics. So a restoration comedy was a piece of cake for them. So